You recording this?
I just started recording, dude. I just started recording. This is a recording what happened.
Do it. Do it.
Fucking... Oh, you wanna just, do the intro?
Door.
I was singing It's Rain in Africa. What do you...
Rain in Africa? Oh, Africa.
Yeah, no, Africa by Toto.
I was like, Rain in Africa? I was thinking of the Pitbull remake of that. Which is not, it's not that
remake of that?
Yeah, for Aquaman. It's not that bad, but I guess it ruins the song. I don't know.
Anything with Pitbull is bad.
Come on, dude. He's Mr. Worldwide. You don't get that name just by not doing good.
He's Mr. World.
All right. Welcome, everybody, to the Botched Finish Podcast. Sorry, I thought that was like a lull, so I thought that was a good time to do that. This is a podcast where we chat about wrestling. I'm one of your hosts, Killer Payback, and we also have Kevin Ace X. We call him Carlito.
I'm the Carlito of the group. I spit in the face of people who are cool. Cool. Damn it, I messed it up. Damn it.
Bot. That's botch number one.
Damn.
And also, we're joined with... He wasn't here last week because he was too busy single-handedly defeating Thanos. Welcome, Ant-Man.
I have returned. I had a giant man spurt, and I'm back to regular size.
How was the butt?
Yeah. It was very dark and bloody. You don't want to be in there.
Makes sense.
No.
Well, like I said before, this is the Botched Finish Podcast. Damn it!
We're all messing up today.
Finish Podcast. Each and every week, 4, maybe 3, maybe 7, maybe a million people, who knows, wrestling fans together around this party, each bringing you an opinion on the WWE shows of that week. If you like that, follow us at bit.ly/botchedfinishyt. That is bit.ly/botchedfinishyt. And follow us on Twitter at twitter.com/botchfinish, no ED in there. And Twitch, which is twitch.tv/botchedfinish. That's with the ED. And, what are you doing? Am I supposed to say that too?
No. You're not. I wouldn't delete that right now. I mean, you can say what you want.
Oh, what the hell? Alright. Alright. Also, did you guys hear about Peter Mayhew?
What was that?
Did you hear about Peter Mayhew?
No, what happened? I mean,
Yes.
What?
He died today,
Yeah. About a couple hours ago.
God damn, I've been out of the loop. I mean, it's just a couple hours, so. I was like, I've been out of the loop this whole week.
Yeah. By the way, this is the week of the Raw that was on May 29th, 2019, and the SmackDown that was the 30th of April, 2019. So, where should we... I guess we can start it off on Raw. Alright, so we start off Raw. What?
Was he still playing Chewbacca towards the end?
No.
I
mean,
think
he was
so.
there.
Oh, no.
He was on set.
Oh, someone else, right? They changed him out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
someone else was in the costume. He was on set,
That's what it was.
like, coaching the guy.
Yeah, okay. It was C-3PO who's the guy still plays him.
Yeah,
right?
Christopher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was getting confused. I thought that was the other way around. Man, that's more interesting than wrestling right now.
For real. Yeah, 100%.
Alright.
So, wait.
All right.
Tegato's not here. We have no idea where he's at. He's probably watching Endgame again, like renting out the theater like he always does. But
Yeah.
he's gone.
Patient's on vacation. He
many
bought an
theaters can he
island and
rent
built
out?
a theater.
I don't know. He's renting out a bunch of them. And just to make sure, I do have myself recording, because last week I did have myself recording for about 20 minutes.
Nice.
But I had everyone else recording, so that you guys are good. I mean, we didn't say too much, but yeah,
Right.
we're good. this week. Hopefully. I'm hopeful.
Unfortunately.
So,
All right. Let's see. So we start off the show with Alexa Bliss, who is going to announce the Raw participants in the Money in the Bank ladder matches, both the men's and the women's. And we get news that in 3 weeks, 8 competitors will compete in each ladder match. So 4 from Raw, 4 from SmackDown. All right. So she starts off the show announcing the men's participants, which are Braun Strowman, Ricochet, Drew McIntyre, and of course, everyone's favorite son, Baron Corbin.
you my favorite. I'm saying he's not my favorite.
yeah.
I hate him.
Yeah. So in the fashion of these kind of announcements, every one of these people come out and they have a match, of course, because that's what you do, right? So it's a
Teddy
tag
Long
match.
I mean, it's better
between,
than. Oh no! We'll see next week. But yeah. Go on. I forgot.
Tag match with Braun Strowman and Ricochet versus Drew McIntyre and Baron Corbin. Yeah, I don't have anything to say about this match. It finishes with Ricochet doing a shooting star press on Baron Corbin and the team of Ricochet and Braun Strowman winning.
It was very generic tag team match type of deal.
Yeah.
Like, oh, guy, good guy, getting beat up a lot. Try to go for the tag, doesn't get it, but then later on he does get it for the hot tag, and they went like that. So nothing too special. We've seen these people wrestle, so it was all right. I mean, that's just the start.
Of course. Okay. Oh, okay, I didn't know this. So the Usos, because I don't know why it's not on here. But the Usos come out and are having a match with a new addition to the Raw roster, which is the Good Brothers, Gallows and Anderson.
The shakeup never ends.
Nope, never will end. Alright, and it ends with the Usos doing a splash on, I believe, Gallows. And yeah, after the match, the Usos say there's only one team that call themselves the top guys, and then they show footage of Dash Wilder shaving Scott Dawson's back for some reason. And the Revival come out and say that they have each other's backs and they don't have time for this since they have a match later against Hawkins and Ryder. And the Usos taunt them more about it and blah blah blah.
You know why they did that, right? I don't know if you have it in your news, but there's a thing going around why they did that for the Revival.
No, I have no freaking clue.
So, like I'll say it right now, they were offered a new contract to be signed for a 5-year deal, and they declined it. So, there's like rumors are going around that they may be because of that. That's why they're being treated like this. For now on, maybe we'll see next week. But yeah, but they declined a deal with the a new contract.
I see.
It was a stupid segment. I hated it. God damn. It was so dumb.
Alright, so I believe the next thing to happen is Ms. TV. Because, of course, everyone needs a TV show. Who doesn't have a TV show at this point?
God, you're right. Everyone does.
They should bring back KO on Raw so we can have Moment of Bliss, Miss TV, and the KO show all on the same Raw.
AJ Styles needs a show.
1 hour.
We need AJ with the show, and Seth Rollins with the show.
Braun Strowman with the show.
Oh yes, perfect. All right. Miss says it's good to be back and blah blah blah. I'm always so bored when Miss TV happens. I don't know.
No one has.
Anyways,
It's not the same when he's not a heel.
And nobody really has the pizzazz to host like that type of show, like Chris Jericho, Reg, or something like that. That's what I get when I watch these guys.
Those shows are designed. They're designed for top heels. That's what those shows are designed for. So when you're not a heel and you're hosting a show, to me, that's when it gets kind of bland.
I mean, I never liked the Miz TV stuff, anyways. I didn't even like the Alexa Bliss
Well,
one. That's
I
too.
always liked when he was a heel, and he would always bring on either his opponents or somebody just random, and he'd just be talking shit to them the whole time. And some of those promos would actually be really good.
Well, just wait until we get to SmackDown, because I had something to talk about that, which was
Oh boy.
weird. From what I
Oh
saw.
boy.
All right.
But go on.
All right. So Miz gets interrupted by Bobby Lashley. It looks like they're actually gonna have a feud,
No.
and they list off their accomplishments, yada yada. Lashley talks about how Shane touched his father and stuff.
Let's put it that way.
That's
It's weird.
Whoa.
Whoa.
and he wasted his opportunity to get at Shane at WrestleMania by losing.
It's interesting, dude. Where did he touch him? Where?
Kind of show is this?
Also, no Leo
Who's
Rush
he, man?
with Bobby Lashley.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's in my
supposedly
news.
he's on the doghouse.
Yeah, well, that's in the news. Okay, I won't say that. What happened, but we'll say that.
Okay, so anyways, they have a match. Midway through Miz and Lashley's match, Shane McMahon comes out to the stage and taunts Miz, but keeps his distance. Shane gets on the apron eventually and has a picture of Miz's father put on the Titantron to distract him, which allows Lashley to spear Miz, and Lashley gets the win. So after the match, Shane dances around Miz, and lays into him with his kicks and punches. Lashley helps him out, of course. And he makes Miz look at the picture of his father before locking in an armbar on him. Shane grabs a mic and says, "It's a shame Miz isn't conscious right now," and it reminds him that he is the best in the world. And that was it.
I don't know about that.
I don't-
I don't think it's the world.
I don't know. He had the
This
trophy
feud
and
is-
everything.
This feud just he said already.
I remember what happened. He only fought like half of the match.
Let's see. Okay, so we get another moment of bliss where she's going to announce the participants in the women's Money in the Bank ladder match. This time it's different, where she announces one person and then they come out. Stupid. So I'm just gonna say all of them here. She announces Natalia. Well, she announces them and they all have something to say, which is whatever. It's Natalia, Dana Brooke. Where is it? Naomi, and then the three of them start getting in a fight, and she announces the fourth competitor, which is herself,
Yay.
Alexa Bliss. Yay! And then
Go for it.
then they won a match, but when Alexa was announced, Naomi says something. Don't have the quote here. Oh, she's gonna be in the Money in the Bank. They should give a preview right now and go one-on-one. So Naomi and Alexa have a match.
With just her regular clothes on. No ring
Yeah.
gear. Nothing like that.
And Naomi does a split-legged moonsault on Alexa Bliss and wins.
Yeah. Two things you missed real quick. I don't think you said.
I did miss. Apparently, it's not here. I don't know why. Viking Raiders
Yeah.
fought against the Lucha House Party. Apparently,
Yeah, before.
and they ended it with the Viking Experience.
Yeah. Like a 2-minute match. And then before that, Naomi and Alexa Bliss match, they had a Firefly Funhouse.
Oh, I didn't know when that was because I see the segment, but I don't. After that, I see Rey Mysterio. So
Yeah, it's like right before they have that Naomi and Alexa Bliss match, just because, I don't know, they just put it in between. But yeah, that came out before it.
Because Raw.
Yeah, because it's Raw, which was a weird segment with Bray Wyatt. So
you got to see his painting, and then you get to see the sheep. I forget what he calls it. A rambling rabbit. Sorry, not a sheep. I knew it was white though. So you see those two. And did you notice that the painting was his house on fire?
yeah, the one that Randy burned.
With his feud. Yeah, Randy, right?
Yeah, which is weird.
Yeah, I'm hearing like the speculation though, like with the whole gimmick and segment is he's filming the show in that house, like he just rebuilt it. That's the
Oh, that's
speculation I've been
interesting.
hearing.
That's interesting. All right. So after that, we get you see Rey Mysterio's backstage with Eddie's son. Rey's interviewed and says he was knocked down by Lars Sullivan on the first night of Raw. He says it's tough being in the world of giants and felt that he let down his family, including Dominic, but he learned to just never give up. He's gonna get back up and fight Samoa Joe tonight. All right, and then we have Becky. After that, apparently we have Becky Lynch in the ring, and she's interviewed about her decision to defend both titles at Money in the Bank. And then the crowd is, of course, chanting Becky two belts the whole time. Um, she just basically defends herself. The quote isn't that memorable. Let me see. She talks about Charlotte and Lacey. Lacey comes out.
Evans, yeah. I was like, who's Lacey? I'm like, damn, I already forgot about her.
Okay, she calls Lacey out to the ring so she can get some payback. Lacey comes out and makes her way onto the stage. Um,
Yeah.
it's just like a man to want what he wants when he wants it.
Oh,
was
yeah,
that quote.
the quote.
Very odd line.
And I had to like say it to myself. I'm like, what does that mean? Like, what is it? It's like a man to actor. Like, what? But all right, yeah.
So they brawl pretty much. And then they're both escorted away from the ramp, or from out of the ring basically.
Oh yeah, because they
And
started beating up on each other.
yeah.
Yeah, which I kind of liked. It was like one of the few things I liked. The whole like fighting each other, like just going on and out. But other than that, the whole thing was weird. The whole thing was just bad. I didn't like it. That's what I thought. Go on. Continue, please.
I thought it was okay. It was one of the very few bright spots of Raw, so I didn't mind it.
Okay. Let me see what I was gonna say. Oh yeah. So we get another backstage segment with The Miz, and he says that Shane made it personal by bringing his dad into this, and they fought all over MetLife Stadium. But at Money in the Bank, they're gonna keep it in the ring, and he challenges Shane to a steel cage match.
Oh my god! When I thought that, I was like, that's the
Because
point is.
why not?
Well, I mean, the point is to leave the ring and get out of it. So they're not gonna keep it in the ring. So
Yeah, I thought it was odd that he even brought that up. Like, oh, last time we fought all over the place outside the ring, and I don't know, kind of made it seem like that was a negative.
I know, right?
Because why would you suggest the steel cage match as the second one? I don't know.
Hell in a Cell, I get it, because they're locked in. They can go anywhere. Steel cage.
Yeah.
The point is to leave.
But
the
I would
ring.
understand if the reason why that Miz lost was because it had to do with something outside interference wise or something. So that's a reason why if you continue the thing where you make it a steel cage match. But this I don't know. No.
Weird. What a weird match he wants. But all right, that's the Miz, and I'm Money in the Bank, which is weird.
Yep. All right.
So we're gonna
After
steel
that,
cages
Sammy
or
comes
ladders?
out. He takes way too long. He says he's gonna hold the whole WWE universe accountable for everything, even though he's gave everything. And yeah, just another waste of time with Sammy. Go to hell.
Go to hell. That's his catchphrase. Which, I like the promos. I really do.
I love them.
But he keeps doing it.
Yeah,
I want him to
there's
do
nothing
something else.
added every time.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he's pointing out though in those promos exactly like he's not randomly doing it to the point where it's like repetitive. Like, okay, there's no reason to be this repetitive, but in his promos, he's telling you that he's gonna be repetitive. So it's got an actual meaning to it. Like there's an actual point of him having these promos every week, and they're good. I like them, which is kind of the only weird thing I have is just like he's trashing WWE while he's doing it. So I'm like, who's the writer in this, or is Sammy writing this? Because when he does trash WWE, it's basically all of us in that promo talking.
I mean the promos are good. It's just like I'm trying to see where is it gonna go.
Right.
That's like the confusing part.
As far as like like where the destination is, I don't know. Like I'm enjoying the journey of where it's going so far, but I guess that's the bright side about this one that I like is we have no idea where it's gonna go. Where most of them are kind of predictable, this one isn't.
That's Sammy for you, the new Sammy.
But Sammy's on fire with those promos, so I really enjoy them.
I agree.
You
All right, there's a little thing that Joe says about Dominic,
I'm your
and
boss.
says he saw a son who was ashamed that Ray lost so quick at Mania. And Joe says Ray should have bought a mask for Dominic so he can hide his shame.
I thought he was gonna bring up the Eddie thing.
I thought that. God,
It's
I
coming.
wish.
It's
I
coming.
wish. Like my interest in that feud would like rise to a 10 if he just mentioned Eddie.
I don't get why this isn't put in here either, but apparently Hawkins and Ryder have a match against the Revival,
Yeah.
which Hawkins and Ryder win with a backslide pin. Or is it the roll-up, I guess it's called?
The crucifix pin.
Is it Crucifix?
Yeah. I don't. Who is it? Cole calls it something else, which is weird. Like he's never seen it before. But yeah, crucifix pin. Also,
And yeah.
Ryder and
Yeah?
Hawkins with their new music.
Was there new music?
Yeah, new music, which is weird.
Wow, I didn't even catch that.
You really?
I didn't
caught
watch it,
Oh,
but I wish I'll see it.
yeah, I caught it and I was like, "What the hell kind of music is this?" It was weird.
Well, there was one Raw where they had a jobber entrance. So like I didn't even catch that either.
I didn't catch that. It's telling me new things. What are they doing with them?
There was one Raw. It wasn't even that long ago. It was like 1 or 2 weeks ago, where they had a match, but they had a jobber entrance.
Oh, it had to been like 2. Are you sure it wasn't just Kurt Hawkins' music?
No, it was both of them. Well, that's what I was saying with the jobber entrance. Like I didn't see what their music was.
It's weird.
But,
His music was weird.
I wouldn't have paid attention. Yeah, I didn't even pay attention to this one either. So
Yeah, keep an eye on those musics. Just keep an eye on it. Go ahead, Ed.
So Rey Mysterio and Samoa Joe have a match, and Ray rolls him up for the win. All right,
Hey.
and then the main event.
It was
You know, the main event of it all is that AJ and Seth are gonna do their contract signing. You know, something that's main event worthy.
it's something that we've never seen before.
weird. We still got time. What is it? Money Bank's in 2 weeks?
3 weeks.
Yeah.
3 weeks? Oh yeah, when he said 3 weeks, I was like, what the hell? They're really that far away? I thought it was like 2 weeks ahead.
That's what I thought. I thought it was 2 weeks away too until I think like they said it, and I was like, oh, well, I wonder what the hell we're gonna be doing for the next 2 weeks.
I know. The contract signing, I think
Yeah.
a little too soon. Maybe next week.
Yeah.
And then have another week after, but yeah. Other week, I don't know, the week before it. I don't know, it was weird. Too early for the contract signing.
You know, of course they have to talk about it, so they have like a conversation and all that. They can't just sign the damn contract in front of everyone.
No, like
So they have like a little promo against each other. Honestly, this is. If I was there, I would have fallen asleep. Just reading this makes me want to fall asleep.
I mean, the whole Raw was just not that exciting. I was just getting bored. Not really paying attention.
Yeah. was tons of issues with this draw. But I mean, it's not even like issues that just make you mad. It's just issues that like it bored the hell out of me. That either you fell asleep or you were just oblivious to what was even going on. I think that's just the product's fault on like what you threw out there. Because I'm like, how whether I'm there live or not, how am I supposed to be enjoying this for 3 hours?
Yeah. So basically, they signed a contract. AJ asks for a handshake. Seth just holds the title over him. And AJ is about to leave, but hits Seth with a cheap shot instead. And the two brawl until Seth sends him to the outside and hits him with a suicide dive. Seth holds up the title and taunts AJ, but AJ hops up and delivers a phenomenal forearm to Seth through the table behind him.
It was
That's how it ends.
that forearm. I was like, when he did it to the table, I was like, is that how it works? Like you get, I don't know. It felt like when you do that to the table, you would think it'd be like, oh, he grabs him and he pulls him towards the table, but I guess
Yeah.
doing it works like that too. It was weird.
Sure, why not?
Yeah. It's wrestling, you know.
Right, so what do you guys think of Raw?
Boring. I should have slept through it. I just like I didn't sleep through it. I should have slept through it. Well, then again, I was working other shit.
I also didn't watch the Hulu version, so...
Oh. Oof. You should have watched the Hulu version.
Yeah.
Do you know what got cut?
So,
Nope.
Oh.
I didn't watch
Everything.
this Raw at all.
Oh my lord. Yeah, it was not that great. Yeah, man, what do you think?
so like I saw a post. I want to say I saw it on Kind of Wrestling on Facebook. I could be wrong. I might have saw it on Twitter, but it was basically like a post from somebody that said, if you're a wrestling fan, you should be watching the wrestling shows that you enjoy or you've been enjoying, and just the ones that have been annoying you or have not been great, just don't watch them at all. And like, yeah, that kind of like, especially after this week of wrestling from WWE, like that kind of like resonated with me too, because I was sitting here and I was like, I feel a lot more better and a little bit more enjoyable to watch at this point with WWE, just watching freaking like highlight videos on YouTube. I would much rather do that than spend my Monday and Tuesday nights spending 5 hours watching these shows. Like I'm borderline to that point where I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna watch the highlights of these. I'll spend most of my time watching NXT, New Japan, Ring of Honor, like actually watching those shows live, because like to me they'll be more fresh, they'll be more new to me, and they'll be probably 10 times better than what they're doing right now. And it makes I think WWE, the more awful these shows kind of get and the more on a streak they be going, like if it's like 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks in a row where these shows are just bad, the more excited I get for AEW.
We'll see about that. I'm hopeful for AEW too, but I can't just get.
I mean, I think I trust AEW on what they're gonna give us, like the product they're gonna give us. Like I understand they're gonna be small, they're not gonna have a lot of capital or a lot of money backing them up as far as them going against the machine like WWE is.
Oh no, they got the money.
But they got some money.
I mean, they got
But
the Khan family is rich.
yeah, but they're not McMahon rich. Well, I mean the dad's rich, but the dad's not full blown behind AEW. Isn't it the son? I think the son's the one
I
that's
thought
behind AEW.
the dad was behind it too.
I think
That's where he got the money from.
Yeah, he got it. Yeah, he got it from the dad, but I think the son is like the main one behind.
Oh yeah, he's the main one.
Honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I know the Khan family. They own the Jacksonville Jaguars, and that guy's like really competitive. Is like trying to get the Jaguars to be a really good NFL team. So he's not putting his entire soul into AEW like he is with the Jaguars.
How's the Jaguars
If he did,
going?
then yeah, I think he. I mean, they were really, really good 2 years ago. They had a slump year last year, so
Uh,
I think that's what you know he's trying to get them back into contention. Uh,
I just want to see like
anyways,
kind of imagine what after what he's done with that, can we get a certain image
I think
from
if yeah,
AEW?
I think with that kind of guy, that's that kind of owner with a football team. Imagine if he put all this energy into wrestling, he'd be like a clear cut competitor to Vince, like a Ted Turner kind of competitor.
Where do I got that? We'll see. But yeah, Raw. No, I should have slept.
Yeah,
Was not was
yeah.
not enjoyable. I mean, I don't know. It was just Raw. And I get what you meant, like, you should watch the shows you want to watch, you enjoy more than the ones you get annoyed of, but there's some things that happen on Raw and SmackDown that I like. Like, it's every once in a while, but sometimes they could fuck it up. Like, every once in a while, like, one of the weeks, they could just mess it up. Like, this week was not enjoyable.
yeah.
What do you think, Payback? Well, from what you read,
Sounds really like a lot of talk shows. A lot of people coming out, not doing anything. Matches that were really short-lived, kind of predictable. I don't think like any heels won.
let me double check. You may be right.
Could be wrong, but I think I'm right.
Ooh. I mean, Viking Raiders, I guess.
I don't know. I don't know what their affinity is. Like, are they heels? Are they faces? Are they just cool? Are they Roman Reigns?
Oh God,
True, true.
nobody's Roman Reigns.
Are they Seth Rollins with his cheap shots on Brock every 5 seconds?
Hey, he deserved those cheap shots, alright? Holding that belt and just not even showing to us the belt that we see every time we watch SmackDown because it's just a different color. I hate that he took it away from us. Damn
Damn you.
it, Brock. Damn it. Those promos with the Money in the Bank stuff was not good. Like the men's one, they kept interrupting each other, which it just threw me off. I don't know if you noticed that, man, but they kept just interrupting each other, and it didn't feel right. It didn't feel. I don't know. I feel like it was all like just on the spot type of promos. So yeah, wasn't that great. Rom, no good. Final verdict. What do you guys think? Before we go to SmackDown.
I give it a half a pay star.
What'd you say, man?
Half a thumb down.
Half a dumb down. Damn. I should have slept at this one.
This
That's
one-
my rating. D.
You should just skipped it entirely.
I know.
Or-
I know. I should have skipped that and watched SmackDown. Cause I didn't watch. I only watched the last half of SmackDown. Damn.
Yeah, I was gonna say I did agree with like the way that they announced all the Money in the Bank things. Like, why? Like, why would you do that?
SmackDown did anything weird.
And like, yeah, I thought Raw was switching. Like, I mean, I love Ricochet, but I mean, the guy just lost to a guy that wasn't even used on the show this week, and yet he's in the Money in the Bank match.
Who lost last week?
Why? Didn't he lose to Bobby Roode last week?
Yeah.
And Bobby Roode wasn't even on the show this week. And
Yeah.
yet they throw Ricochet. See, that's what I mean. And that was just one of the competitors. And then the other guys, they were like, because with the women, they were like, oh, we're gonna give like a couple of girls that are never on the show, we're gonna give them a shot. But the men, we'll just everybody that's been used every week, we'll throw them in.
I'll talk about. We can talk about it a little later. I want to move on to SmackDown for right now.
Go for it,
Something about that.
Go
Okay.
for it.
Andy.
All right. So I don't know if you guys remember, but it starts out with Kofi coming out.
I do remember.
By himself.
Talks about how proud he is of Big E and Xavier Woods. Kofi says he can't believe he got to share the moment with his family. Yada yada yada. Cole asks him about Kevin Owens, and he does a little promo about him saying, Kevin,
Yes.
wait, what?
You said my name.
Kevin.
Oh, that he believed that the New Day believed in giving Kevin a second chance, and that he was kind of disappointed.
I was.
And then Kevin Owens comes out, and he accepts the challenge. Oh, he challenges us to a match at Money in the Bank, and Kevin Owens accepts.
So
And
we have 2 main title matches at Money in the Bank now.
Hooray.
Well, actually 4. If you count the Raw women's. But yeah.
And then Woods attacks Owens from behind. KO super kicks Xavier Woods and runs off when Kofi runs down to help him. So you see Xavier Woods stretched out on the floor, injured, quote unquote.
So
you see Kofi taking him to the medical. What did they call it again?
the
Trainer's
training room.
office?
Training room. I don't think it's an office. What did they call it? No, it's
You're
training room.
probably right.
Training room. Yeah. Yeah, because that's what we called it when I did wrestling.
They should call it a training office.
He has a desk and a table there.
Just lie down on the desk.
Don't forget it. There's a gurney.
Gurney.
Always a gurney.
Always. I never see him use him. Every once in a while you do.
You never know.
All right. Kofi reassured someone. I don't know who interviewed him. Okay, and then after that we see Bayley versus Becky. Wow, it says literally nothing about the match here. But
I got the
Charlotte
match here.
Flair interrupts the match and lays out Becky before throwing Bayley into the ring post and giving herself a round of applause.
Well, she interrupts the match after Bayley loses clean.
Oh yeah,
which was stupid because they just put her in the Money in the Bank match.
I mean, we don't know that yet, right?
Like, okay.
No, we don't know that yet.
Right, right before Becky or Bayley even came out, they threw her on the Titantron and said, "Oh, she's one of the 4 that's gonna be in the match." Then the match starts and she loses cleanly.
Hey, she gets another chance to. If she gets the Money in the Bank, she can cheat her way into it.
Hey, man.
Jesus.
Yeah. Like every other person who's ever won the Money in the Bank.
I thought for a second though, like when the match was over, that like Charlotte came in instantly. I thought for a second Charlotte was late. I was like, oh, well, maybe they screwed up the time. Like maybe she was supposed to like hit Becky while she had her in the disarmer, and it's a DQ, but she got there kind of late, so like Bayley just tapped out. I don't know. I thought that for a second. I was like, because that's just the dumbest thing ever.
It's weird that they're bidding her too. Like, what? They couldn't get anyone else that Becky could beat.
Here's a question.
Go for Andy, go for Nick.
Has a face ever won Money in the Bank match and won the title?
I was gonna ask the same question too. Like, has anyone word it this way? Like, has anyone when they requested the match won the Money in the Bank?
Yeah.
Because I know Braun Strowman
John
was
Cena
a
did
heel.
win.
Yeah, John Cena didn't win with
Okay,
Punk.
Braun had just turned face with that announcement.
Didn't RVD do that?
Oh yeah, you're right.
RVD had One Night Stand. He was a face when he did it. Because I was a huge RVD fan back in the day, so I was like geeking out when he did it.
I was geeking out too. Even though I wanted John Cena to win too, but I was like, I don't know who I want to win, but TCW. So RVD win it. I forgot. So that one time, I guess, payback. Yeah, that sign said, if Cena wins, we riot. I love that.
It's a great sign.
Oh man, that one night stand. Oh man, I want to watch that One Night Stand. It's amazing.
It's rated R on the WWE network. It's insane.
Well, I mean, the crowd just swearing up like the whole place.
Even the
Yeah.
promos that like Heyman and like Heyman cuts a promo on JBL and he's like cussing up a fucking storm during that promo.
The one quote I love from that when he talked to GBL, he's like, the only reason GBL is the champion is because Triple H didn't want to work on Tuesdays.
Yeah.
That's great.
Wasn't it Thursdays?
Or yeah, it was Thursdays.
Wasn't SmackDown on Thursdays then?
The pre-recorded, remember?
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
Right.
Hey, please, can you handle this real quick? I need to go to the bathroom real quick. So, keep going.
All right. So, anyways, they see another Alistair Black promo talking about fear. You know, I don't get what they're doing there, but I guess it's a
Yeah,
way to
yeah.
keep the character story going without him actually appearing in matches. All right.
It felt like they asked Alistair like, how do you want to cut this promo? And he was like, hey, have you ever seen Game of Thrones? And they're like, say no more. We got it.
Yeah, I can see that. All right, and then so the Hardy Boys come out, and you see Jeff with what do they call that again? This, crutch. You guys in a crutch.
Crutch. There you go.
So Jeff explains his injury, and they attribute it to Lars Sullivan attacking him, and I think it was something to do with his leg. I don't remember what it was. And he
Yeah,
needs
I can't remember
surgery,
what yeah.
and he's going to be out for a long time. And you know it sucks because they have to vacate the titles now. And Jeff begins to vowing that he'll win them back. Then, of course, you know, Lars Sullivan comes out because he heard his name. Then he grabs Matt, dumps him onto the floor before turning to Jeff and slowly walking towards him. And then, of course, Matt comes back, hits Lars in the back again, and then Lars does a freak accident on him, and Jeff is cornered, ready to use his crutch as a weapon. He's holding like a baseball bat. He's ready to swing. Then R-Truth comes from behind with a steel chair for the save, and then Lars Sullivan just no-sells the chair and punches it out of his hands, and then pops him up for I think it was a freak accident as well.
Yes.
And then he does his sit down power bomb.
Very. I'm a little worried about Lars. Just kind of the way that he's getting booked right now, because he's getting booked like a monster. And they try like their hardest on TV to make it seem like he, is that monster kind of guy. But it's not the same, because it's not the same as how they were building him in NXT. But like I'm talking from like a camera angle kind of perspective and like a moveset perspective, because like he's not doing a lot.
They changed his moveset then.
Yeah, because he's kind of doing the same thing. Now that he's on the main show, he's been kind of doing the same like kind of moveset, and then the way they shoot him, it doesn't it I don't know, it's just not grabbing me like the way that they would shoot him on NXT.
Gotcha. Interesting. Well, so after this, they announce. Oh, I shot that way too hard. They announced the people who are going to be in the Money in the Bank ladder match, and they are. Let's see, where is it? Oh, Mustafa Ali, Finn Balor, Andrade, and Randy Orton. And those four were informed will be in a tag match later that night.
Oh God! Because of course.
Hey, wait a second, player.
Where is Teddy Long on the rip?
In a tag match. Holla holla.
Love it. So I think the final set of the Money in the Bank men's, I think it was a little bit different than the supposed like leak one that they had a few days ago.
Yeah,
right?
we talked. Well, we talked about it on the podcast last week. But yeah,
Mm,
which of course, because that's just promotional like things. It's not the official last one, but it's like an idea.
right. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, because I think like that one had like Aleister Black in it, and
Yes, it
this
did.
one's
It
got
also had Lars.
Lars. Yeah. I don't.
But it
mind
only
this
had
one.
7 people. It didn't have 8, which was weird. And
Yeah,
Ollie
this one's
wasn't
got
on
8.
it. And it didn't have Balor either, actually.
I know, right? That squash match with Asuka and Kyrie. Oof. I don't know where are we at.
What?
I
We're not even there yet.
I don't think we got there yet.
Oh, what are you talking about? Wait, what are we talking about?
We were talking about the entrance to the Money in the Bank, men's Money in the Bank ladder match.
Yes.
They announced that when?
Right after Lars Sullivan attacks Hardy Boys.
Okay. Did he attack him?
Yeah. Because they talk about how Jeff was injured because of him.
Oh, yeah, I see it right here. Lars comes out and attacks Matt. He doesn't attack Jeff, right? Because he's actually injured.
Yeah, he's like Jeff is cornered and he's about to be he like holds his crutch like he's about to swing it at him, and then from behind he gets hit with a chair by R-Truth, and then Lars no sells it, turns around and punches the chair out of R-Truth's hands.
God damn, what truth. you still got something in you, huh? Then you announced the people in Money in the Bank, right?
Yeah, so it's Finn Balor, Andrade, Mustafa Ali, and Randy Orton.
Mm-hmm. At what point? Oh, I see right here. Okay, that's weird. So wait, so Xavier Woods attacks Kevin Owens, and then they fight each other, and then Kevin Owens announces the KO show, and he announces his guest is Xavier Woods.
Yes, that's about halfway through. Yes.
Because I see right here he announced. This is when they announce it before the announcement of the people in the Money in the Bank. Why? That's so weird. Why did he have Xavier Woods? I don't know. That's weird.
To be fair, I don't know how I knew, but I knew that Xavier Woods was going to be on the Kevin Owens show before the show started. I want to say I saw it like on Twitter. I saw it somewhere.
Possible.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's. I guess they just we have a set, so we gotta go through with it. All right, go on. I don't know what's next.
All right. So I guess I passed it, but apparently, what do you call it? Kyrie and Asuka have a match against Jobbers, which is like a minute long, and of course they win. They're Jobbers.
Shout out to the girl that looked like Ariel from Little Mermaid, though.
Dude, Poison Ivy.
Oh, was it?
I mean,
Shout out to the girl that looked like Ariel.
someone mentioned that she looks like Poison Ivy's twin sister or something like that.
Shout out to the Ariel girl. I didn't see. I think I started watching after this. Yeah, it was after this.
But yeah, that was it. Alright, and then we see a little promo with Fire and Desire backstage, saying that one of them will be in the Money in the Bank match. And Mandy Rose says it should be Sonya because she's way more skilled. And Deville says she says what she's trying to do, but Rose should be the one to be in the match because she almost won the title in the first place, and she should just finish the job. They hug, and we go to break.
What did she almost?
So that's your fifth. I don't know.
Weren't they having a feud like a month ago?
No.
Or am I? But they were like.
They had tension.
There we go. Yeah.
And they haven't built up to anything.
Yeah, and then they're like, we don't want this. So Creative's like, okay.
How come they get what they want?
I know, right?
What the hell?
I mean, New Day gets what they want.
Yeah, but New Day's, come on. Do you hear the pop they get?
Charlie gets what she wants.
Anyways. So one of the big things that was advertised is, well, finally get to know why Roman Reigns punched Vince McMahon, like, because everyone wanted to know. Wait, let me get a quick survey. Ant-Man, did you care?
No. Zero.
Kevin, did you care?
I did, because I was like, because I told you about this like a week ago when he did it. I was like, why did he punch Vince? He had nothing to do with it. I'm like, God damn, what an a-hole, I guess. But I mean, you know, like you told me, he's a heel, cheap pump, this and that. But alright.
I don't even know why he was out there to begin with.
Good
Who?
question.
Vince?
Yes.
Remember they promoted it as Vince McMahon's gonna announce the next big star for SmackDown for the shakeup.
Yes, but why?
Because I don't know, he guessed Elias is the next big star. He
I
wanted to
gotta
announce
put
himself.
Roman over, damn it.
That too.
See, I would have loved this if they would instantly transitioned from Miz and Shane to Shane and Roman, and they're not doing that. They're kind of doing both, but they didn't really do that. So I was like, okay, well, if you're not gonna commit, then what was the point?
He attacked him last week, right, with Elias?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then he was a no-show this week.
I mean, you know, it's hard to go back
Or
and
was it?
forth.
No, Shane was here. Oh, you're talking about Vince.
Yeah.
Shane was here?
Yeah, Shane.
So anyways, we get a recap of what Big Dog did, and how it's SmackDown is his yard now. So Shane McMahon comes out and he insists Greg Hamilton give him a short and low-key introduction before saying he just wanted to remind Roman that this may be his yard, but the McMahons own the land. Reigns says no, Vince owns the land, and when they were in the ring together, Roman was on his feet and McMahon was on his back. Shane says we all know he knocked National Treasure to the ground, but it was Reigns who was face down last week. Roman points out Shane had Elias' help and asks if he can come down here and do it on his own. McMahon says he'd love to slap Reigns around, but doesn't have the time because he's got to fly to Michigan to see a coach that the crowd doesn't like very much and working to get into shape for his steel cage match against The Miz. What?
I'm trying to find that thing you were just reading. I don't see it in mine.
But if Roman wants to fight, there are tons of guys in the back looking for a fight, and he'll send two of them out. And then, Kevin, do the music.
Oh. B team, go, go, go.
Yeah.
B team, go, go, go. I was like, what the hell? These guys really want to fight Roman? Alright.
So they're heels now again?
I guess.
Yeah, but
I can't remember what they were before the last time.
They
last
were faces because they went against Miz and they're still on that track, and then they like disappeared for 7 months.
Yeah. Oh. I guess they're heels then. I don't know. I mean, yeah, they're heels. I would think, Shane forced him to do it, but,
Shane says the B team also want to make great first impressions, so Roman will be wrestling both of them in a handicap match. Of course, it's nothing original.
But there's something is original about that.
Yeah. Then Shane says that Reigns is right. This is not original enough. So he's actually gonna make something extra. He's gonna have a special guest referee enforcer, who of course is. Wait, no, I don't know his music. It's Elias.
How does it go? You don't hear too much, so I don't.
Stands for.
No, that's his thing he does at the beginning, because he actually does have music.
Yeah, but it's just like a guitar strum. That's all it is.
No, that's not it.
Oh. Like at the end of when he mentions the match.
Oh, you mean the actual song?
Yeah, his actual song.
Yeah.
Oh, I have no idea. I couldn't tell you.
I don't remember how it goes. Omega had it as for his character for a while.
Omega.
I'll look it up right now. Keep going.
See, there's a couple of Roman of course wins because he's Roman Reigns, and that match goes on forever.
Forever, good lord.
You're not
Like
bringing
a full
up
20 minutes.
You're not bringing up the thing I thought was weird. Was that
What?
Elias wasn't the ref. He was just an enforcer ref, or whatever they said, because there
Yeah.
was an
What
actual
the
ref in the
hell is
ring.
a special guest referee enforcer? What the hell is that?
I don't know. I, he didn't make a count. He didn't make a count, right?
No.
Yeah.
Not that I know of.
So there was no point to it then. It was weird. I don't get it. I don't get the point of it. Oh, God damn. Why do they have that?
See.
WWE, I'm telling you.
So we have a couple promos after that. There's Randy Orton saying that the combination of Money in the Bank and the letters RKO are more lethal than anything else. Whatever. Then there's another promo with Selena Vega saying Andrade has no respect for any of the other competitors except for Randy Orton. And then if Randy Orton wants to learn anything, he's going to when he's tagging with Andrade.
Oh, yeah, right, because of that Finn and Ollie match, yeah.
Yeah.
And
then,
Charlotte's doing a really great job teaching them English.
And then... what happened?
Okay, Ember Moon is being interviewed about being in the Money in the Bank ladder match. And she says she's going to climb the ladder and win. Carmella comes out. She's like, not so fast. She was the first person to win a ladder match. And she was the first person to win Money in the Bank women's Money in the Bank ladder match. So this is going to be her third time winning a ladder match, no matter what it takes to win.
I believe it.
Yeah, there's two more entrants. But who's the fourth? I don't see it in here.
Bailey, Carmella, Ember
Carmella.
Moon.
Oh, right. It's Mandy.
Danny Brooks. Oh, yeah, Mandy.
Oh, yeah, Mandy.
Danny Brooks did draw.
Right.
Dun, 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 dun. And then you hear Corey goes, "My God, it's the goddess this and that."
Oh my, it's God's greatest creation. My God, I just jizzed in my pants.
I mean, it's basically what he's doing every time she comes out.
Literally.
Yeah. So
This doesn't talk about the tag match at all, I think.
the final match. Oh,
Yeah.
Before the Ember Moon, when you were talking about the interview with Randy and Andrade thing, that after that was the match. And then after that, it was the Ember Moon and Carmella thing.
Interesting. So, I mean, who won that? It was Finn Balor and Mustafa Ali. Won against Andrade and Randy Orton.
I don't remember much of this match. I don't know why.
I don't remember it being very long. Because they wanted to have the KO show be the main event, you know.
Oh, yeah, I remember that, yeah. Yeah, because I remember it was like, we had almost like half an hour left, and I was like, what's going to happen in the next half an hour? It was weird.
Yeah, I think there was 20 minutes left, and they went to commercial.
Yeah.
And then it was like 47 when they came back from commercial.
It's crazy.
So yeah, Kevin Owens comes out. He talks about a special guest. And he brings out his special guest. And then he brings out Big E as well, you know? But it turns out that they're action figures.
Oh, yeah. That was so weird.
Yeah, he's just cutting a promo.
He does an interview with them, right?
With Xavier Woods? Oh, yeah.
No,
yeah,
the figures?
Yeah, the figures, yeah.
Yeah. Which is even more weird.
Then he kicks the chair over with them in it. You know, like a maniac.
Foreshadow. I don't know.
And Kofi comes out with no music and he charges the ring. And we get like a brawl happening. And, continue to hammer him with punches. He pushes Owens over the announce table. Throws an office chair at Kevin. Owens gets him with an eye rake, I think it was, or an eye poke. And Kevin Owens runs away.
You runs away. It's pretty. It's how funny.
Yeah, that's how SmackDown ends.
SmackDown wasn't that great too.
Nope,
Probably
was
the
not.
or the worst weeks.
The only good thing about it was
That's
it was short. Shorter than a Raw for sure, but yeah.
I want to be honest. I was just watching SmackDown just so I can watch the Miz and Mrs. right after.
You watch Miz and Mrs.?
I do. It's a good show. I love it.
My lord. We have to talk about that now. I might start watching it then.
I would much rather talk about Miz and Mrs. than talk about SmackDown
Bro,
overall.
I mean, why couldn't we talk about Temptation Island when it was on? Come on, Temptation
Dude,
Island.
Temptation Island was kind of dope. I'm not gonna lie. Like there were times where Raw was over and I did not change the channel.
Oh my goodness, we should have had that segment. God damn it.
It was very. I will say interesting.
Well, come on, Mark was a Mark. Come on.
He was.
I don't know their names.
I hated that guy.
Steve, he was pretty cool, right? I don't know that it was Steve.
I don't think there was anyone named Steve in that show.
I don't. I thought the host's name was Steve.
Yeah, he was cool. I don't
It
know.
might have been.
He looks like a Steve.
It's gotta be a Steve. It's gotta be. I don't know. But yeah, SmackDown wasn't that
His
great.
name was.
SmackDown was lackluster. It was not. It was. Yeah, like I said.
felt like it. I felt like the writers for Raw just like instantly got on a plane and went to the SmackDown's location and just wrote that one too. This is literally what it felt like. Like all the problems I had for Raw, I had on SmackDown too.
I think they're the same writers, if I remember correctly. It's always been the same writers.
SmackDown doesn't have a
I
head
mean,
writer
we've had
anymore,
this.
so
Yeah, well, they don't have they don't have a head writer anymore. But I think we've had this discussion before. Like,
Yeah,
I think
let's
they have
say-
their own separate writers.
If I remember correctly, what did I hear from? I heard it from some podcast that they said they have the same writers.
you just need Freddie Prinze Jr. again. Come on.
Me too. Get Scooby Doo back.
But I mean, how do if they have the same writers, like how do they do that? Because most of the time they're in different cities.
The flying.
You don't need a writer to be there.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, I guess so.
He's got a point.
I mean, Vince is there all the time. Vince is at both shows all the time, right? I mean, because when they do changes last minute, it's usually him that does it, and he's always
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, but yeah, I think Vince is.
So I mean, so I would assume that you'd have to have the writers there too if he's doing that, because he did that a lot on SmackDown. That's why Road Dogg quit.
I mean,
I don't know.
You're right.
Whatever.
Payback-
The show sucked. Let's just move on.
yeah, you're right. Payback. They don't need to be there, but I think they are there though. I feel like they need to be there if Vince is there. I don't know. They do change a lot of things last minute too, so I don't know how that works. But yeah, Raw was not that great. It was a bit better than Raw, but that's because it was shorter than Raw. What do you think, Payback?
I kept tuning out. I just did not want to watch it.
Sounds like some things were interesting. Not really.
There was zero interesting.
Aleister Black cut a promo, right?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
We were talking about that. Kind of reminded me of a Game of Thrones promo.
He said "Fade to Black" at the end, from what I'm reading on here. Which I don't think he
Did
did.
he really?
Yeah, I don't think he said
I don't
that.
think he did. I think that's what's describing what happened.
And reveals the truth, then says "Fade to Black." He says, "Yeah."
I think they're trying to do the Fade to Black to be the new Rest in Peace.
FTB, FTB,
FTV.
But yeah. What was it?
They're just trying to bury the revival again.
What do you guys?
They have that
Yeah.
FTR thing.
Ah. Well, they don't do that anymore though.
They still have it on their gear and stuff.
Yeah. But last things for SmackDown. What did you guys think? Good, bad? Thumbs up, thumbs down, pay stars.
A whole thumbs.
I give it 1 pay star just to spite Raw.
Where were you at, man?
One entire thumbs down.
Thumbs down. And I said I should have slept at this one. I don't know. I don't think I should have watched it.
Okay.
I'm more upset that I didn't take naps and watch these instead.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Oh, God.
Well,
Naps were good. Trust me. So, next.
you would say that.
I mean, naps are really good. Jesus. God damn. During Raw, man, it feels like it was a 2-hour show sometimes. It should be. Yeah, next thing we should be talking about NXT. But I didn't watch NXT this week.
Just to give you a lineup. I don't know what happens in promos or anything. Kushida versus Ono. Kushida wins. Dijakovac versus the Big Dog Mansoor.
Don't tell me. Don't tell me. I want to know.
Come on.
I wanted to watch it.
Come on.
I need to watch it.
Come on.
No.
You don't even know who Dijakovac is.
Do you know?
And then you have Oni Lorcan and Danny Burch and Humberto Carrillo versus the Forgotten Sons. That's all I know about it. There's actually no winners here besides that.
Oh, God damn, what did you tell me? God damn it. I don't need to know any of this.
He's wait. Did you see who he was wrestling?
I haven't seen NXT. God damn it. I want to watch it tonight or tomorrow. No, I didn't see who he was wrestling.
Ono.
Who Ono was wrestling? Kushida.
Ono was wrestling Kushida, yeah.
Yeah, I know. They've been saying that for the past 2 weeks. Like, they have his match.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just don't know who's
When was the last time Ono won a match?
I don't know.
I was watching that match, and like for the longest time, I thought that was Killian Dane.
Got goddamn long hair.
Like,
Yeah.
I didn't even realize that was Ono until like halfway through the match. I was like, oh shit, that's Cassius Ono.
Go with the news right now.
Yep.
I'm gonna see if I can get someone on.
I have
the
a
line.
lot. First off, it looks like Los Angeles is the likely host of WrestleMania 37 in 2021. If not, then they're looking at 2022.
Come back to
So
Dallas.
Next, Harper was scheduled for a program against Sami Zayn when he returned, but WWE dropped the idea before it was made to TV. That was the major reason for him requesting his release. And he had a fight with EC3 apparently, I think on main event or something, and it wasn't very good, and then Vince didn't like it, so that's why he's not getting any storylines at the moment.
Wait, what happened?
They can't even do a southern accent. Like, come on.
Wait, what was that last story?
Talking about Harper.
Oh. Okay.
He was gonna have a feud against Sami Zayn, but dropped it.
I heard EC3 in there too, so.
Well, yeah, he had a match against EC3 on the main event, I believe.
Oh, okay. Oh, I forgot about main event. So he's not getting released?
No. He requested his release, but
Man,
WWE.
I'm surprised he's not getting released. Usually when people announce their, what's it called? Their request to be released, they usually get it. So,
Like the Revival did?
I don't think they announced it though. They didn't even never posted a post. Like, earlier today I asked for a release, this and that. I don't think, if I remember correctly, they never did. Luke Harper did, which usually when they do that, they usually get the release. That way, WWE doesn't look bad. I'm trying to keep him there, but yeah, I'm surprised he didn't get his release yet.
Anyways, next news is that Brock Lesnar officially retires from MMA.
Dana Brooke said that.
Huh?
No, Dana Brooke. Dana White said
I don't know.
Dana White.
I was gonna say Dana Brooke. Why
I think
would
he's not
you
going to be in the
say-
match against Cormier.
Yeah, Dana White said
Dana
that.
Brooke.
Same people,
Dana
right?
Brooks breaking UFC news right now. It's amazing.
Same thing. Dana White.
Sable somewhere right now saying what?
And so Killian Dane is set to rejoin the NXT roster. Now,
which is
That's just
why
think
I
about
thought Cassius
Alexander
Ohno
Wolf
was
before.
Killian Dane.
We still haven't seen
that'd be funny. It would
Eric
work.
Young on Raw.
Yeah.
Eric Young's on Raw, right?
Yeah, yes. Like I said, we haven't seen him yet.
Stupid.
Here's some things. Kurt Angle signed a 5-year deal with WWE to become a producer. And it looks like on Sunday, Daniel Bryan was at a live event and he wrestled.
Oh,
Looks like whatever his
Ooh.
injury was, he's back.
they never said what his
Maybe.
injury too, which is
No, they kept that a closely guarded secret.
I wonder what it was.
Good question. I wonder too.
Sprained finger. But hurted.
Sprained
Imagine.
finger.
Butt hurted.
For everyone that watches Hell's Kitchen, Ember Moon will appear on an episode later this fall on Fox.
How are they gonna say Gordon Ramsay to come out and wrestle?
I would enjoy that.
I'm for sure he's gonna make an appearance on SmackDown at least.
All right,
yeah,
a couple
it
more
means-
things, and I'm gonna finish this up.
Uh-oh. I'm in the report right now.
What's happening?
Oh no!
Hello?
Oh no!
Kevin, how's it going?
Hey, how's it going? We're recording a short podcast today since Tagato is dying and we didn't watch NXT. But I got spoiled.
Gato.
Yeah. Remember that guy?
I do remember him, man.
Yeah.
I watched NXT.
Yeah?
Skimmed through it.
Oh, you shouldn't
Right
do
to
that.
the Kushida match.
You should have skimmed through that other ones like Raw and SmackDown. It was not good
Oh,
this
I
week.
didn't even watch him.
Good, don't watch them. They weren't that good. Tell us, dude. Tell us what's going on in Japan and
New Japan, Road to Don Taco.
yeah.
Don Taku.
They had a pay-per-view early, like, what was it, this week, if I remember correctly?
It might have been Don Taku.
Yeah, Taco, yeah,
Ada's becoming a fucking huge star.
like always. Yeah.
LIJ's becoming the Beatles
Oh,
in Japan.
the Beatles, say.
The Beatles, my friend.
Oh, I'm his friend. Nice. What else happened?
You know.
Tell me.
I don't know.
How's,
The Gorillas of Destiny fought Yano, got the belts back that they got stolen at Madison Square Garden.
oh, yeah.
That finally happened.
How's, Ibushi? Kota Ibushi.
Gorgeous as ever.
Gorgeous? God damn, that kid. He's going places,
Fighting
dude.
Naito.
He is?
He's what?
I said that kid's going places.
He is going places, man. Speaking of going places, when are you going to go to the LA dojo? It's 30 minutes from your house, Kevin?
It's not 30 minutes from out. That's like 6
Just
hours away.
Pay the money, do the tryout.
That's 6
Let me
hours
tell
away.
you something, Kevin. I've been working out.
Huh, yeah?
I've been training. I've been getting ready. I've been hanging out with a certain Van Damme.
John Van Damme. Jean-Claude Van Damme? Damn it. I thought it was going to be Robert Van Damme.
And you know what he says? He says, you have to hit your opponent so hard they won't get back up.
Mm.
That's what I'm going to do to you, Kevin. I'm going to hit you so hard you're not going to get back up.
Wait, guys, what does that mean? I don't know what that means. Yeah? Ord.
Wants to use you to paddle a boat.
Hard.
Oh, uh-huh. Tell me more, Omega.
I will tell you more. You better be...
Well, you know what? I don't care about you telling me more, because you know what? On June 28th, NXT TakeOver Money in the Bank, I'm gonna take you down, Omega. I swear to God, I'm gonna take you down.
It's June 8th.
June 8th. That's what I meant. What did I say?
I'm gonna beat your uncle's quinceañera. Just ready to hit you with a steel chair, alright? just look, no matter where you're at, Kevin, just watch over your shoulder.
Oh, dude. I'll be watching my shoulder. Don't you worry, dude. Because June
I
6th.
want to be at you like Arya Stark. You don't even know who the fuck that is.
I do. That's the chick that was naked, right?
Maybe.
So yeah, June 6th at the Cow Palace. I'll get you, dude.
Oh, I have some news about that.
Madison Square Garden.
I know about that news. We got some news about that too. Oh my God.
About the Hulkster. Is everybody back? Can I get a fucking update? I don't hear from you guys.
What do you mean?
I have 17 concussions from getting hit from fucking Hulk Hogan. Ant-Man wasn't even on the podcast last week. Where
Yeah.
the fuck is that man at?
He's here. He's with us right
Alright,
now.
alright.
Calm down. I need you to, Omega, I need you to calm down, alright? Can't use that language here.
I'm sorry.
Alright? Because guess what? Look behind you. There's a chair coming through your face.
God damn it, that was a chair coming to my face.
Alright. I'll see you June 28th. Bring it. So what's the news about that? Tell us.
All right, so the San Jose takeover has been canceled. It seems like,
Yep.
and the new takeover is going to be on June 1st. It looks like it's going to be Atlanta, Georgia.
Yep. Damn it. We're so close. So close. Next set. Since we didn't get that, we're getting the Raw in San Jose now. So, whoop-de-doo.
That's funny.
Fucking Raw. God damn it. But yeah. Raw. SmackDown Sacramento. I'm not going to be here. Sucks. I actually wanted to see SmackDown. Actually, you know what? After the shakeup, I don't really know what is the show to watch. So,
All right, well, I have 3 more pieces of news.
go for it.
All right, so first one is that Goldberg is set to return to WWE in a Saudi Arabia show. They haven't said what Saudi Arabia show. That's interesting. Do you have any comment about that at all?
Goldberg, it's Saudi Arabia. I thought they said there was the next one that was coming up, but I guess
I don't know. I don't have a thing that says it's going to be the next one. I just see to return in Saudi Arabia show.
he did say he was going to come back. He did say that. I don't know what he's going to do, though. I don't know who he's going to fight.
Ant-Man, what do you think?
Oh, I think that Kevin Isaacs is cool. He went to the bathroom.
Oh, okay.
When's the next Saudi Arabia show?
After Money in the Bank, so June 8th.
Okay.
No, that's Friday. June something.
So I don't think he's coming in for this one. I don't think so.
June 7th, I think.
I don't know. Do you think he would be coming for this one that's close by?
Maybe.
I mean, there's no build-up unless it's a quick build-up they're doing. I mean, is that what they did with Undertaker and Triple H?
Kind of, yeah.
I don't remember too much. I didn't even watch that fucking show.
Kind of
so.
just announced it like 3 weeks before and they cut promos against each other.
Yeah. I guess they can do that from Goldberg, depending who he fights. Like, Lashley. I don't know. Corbin. He's gonna fight Corbin. That's the big man. That's to be the main event. I don't know. What else you got?
So we had a tag team return on 205 Live. But never guess who.
Colognes.
No.
Damn.
I think Epico is still injured.
Damn. Who returned?
The Bollywood Boys.
Oh. No, is that what they
Yes,
call them?
you heard it first. Yeah, their tag team name is called the Bollywood Boys, but they're better known as the Singh Brothers.
Yeah. Huh.
When they entered the Cruiserweight Classic, they were the Hollywood Boys.
Yeah. Well, I know. I remember that, but then
They fought DIY.
Yeah, but then they changed it to Singer Brothers. So I thought they were gonna keep that name. So I guess they can. I guess they can go back to the old names. Hoping the Viking Raiders will be War Raiders then. We'll see. What is
All right. Okay. So did you know April 2019 was probably the best month in this person's career
April.
in the past ever?
Who can it be? Who can it be?
They won 3 matches this month.
Roman. No, not Roman. Seth Rollins. No, Finn Balor. Xavier Woods. Zack Ryder. I don't know. Who?
Was the Kurt Hawkins.
Oh, I guess yeah. I think you meant like single matches. I guess.
Kurt Hawkins has won more televised matches in April than Brock Lesnar, Randy Orton, U.S. Champion Samoa Joe, Rey Mysterio, and Drew McIntyre.
I mean, man. We look back at his history. How many other matches has he won?
3? I'm kidding.
I was like, yeah, now, yeah, but now before that. Damn it.
Not many.
Yeah. So he's getting a streak going. A winning streak.
Yep.
He hasn't lost, right?
Nope.
He hasn't lost. Okay, yeah.
No, wait, they did. They did lose somewhere.
You did. We'll look it
I
up.
think it was a triple threat.
He had a triple threat? Oh, a triple threat tag.
Like yeah, triple threat tag.
I was like, God damn, he was in a triple threat. What is he doing?
Or it was one of his solo matches. I can't remember.
So,
Yep, and then the last thing, which is about Leo Rush.
ooh, I want to know about Leo Rush. I've been hearing things here and there on what's going on with him. One weird thing
So
that he got mad about.
apparently, he brings like friends and his wife and stuff backstage a lot. He gets like told about that a lot. A lot
Yeah.
of people get mad at him about that. And then Leo's taking this personally, saying it's an affront to his character. And that Finn tried to talk to him about it, and then he kind of brushed him off.
You don't brush off Finn, alright? Guy's handsome.
And actually, so he talks about a lot of the struggles he has. Like he doesn't get any revenue from his slogans for Lashley, which I don't see why he would get merchandise, like profit for that at all. It doesn't really matter if he said it or not. It's still Lashley's merch.
Like, what? Like, what is he talking about? Like, what does he have that he said?
No, like Lashley.
Oh.
You see that shirt, right?
Oh. I guess.
There's a couple of shirts like that. There's another
What
one.
are we
I can't
talking
remember
about?
what it says. We're talking about
Leo Rush.
Leo Rush.
That he has.
Right.
And he talks about how he doesn't have enough money to like book hotels and stuff for these things that WWE makes him go on, and stuff like that. And then Mark Henry actually chimed in on this. He says that the guy is spending so much money that he's struggling doing all these small things, like booking hotel rooms and stuff like that. And he talks. Mark Henry didn't say this specifically, but people have pointed out that he wears like expensive shoes. He wears gold chains, like all these premium like outfits and stuff. So it's not really WWE's fault that he spends all his money. Even though I don't think he should have to pay for stuff like the hotel rooms and stuff like that.
Yeah. I mean, that's how it is, though. Is that it?
Yeah, that's all I have.
I think That's it. You missed out on the call. Hey, man.
What did I miss out on?
The call from Omega.
Oh, oh God, how did that go?
He was calling you out.
What? Why'd he call me out?
He was like, you weren't here last week. Where the hell were you? This and that. And I was like, oh, I just told him that you liked him. That was it.
Omega's my guy. Omega knows that I have his back, no matter what.
You hear that, Omega? June 8th.
I'm you do know I'm pulling for Omega in that one, right?
I don't know about that. I don't know.
Just letting you know, Kevin.
I don't
I'm
know
letting you
about
know
that.
that if I'm the special guest referee and he rolls you up in a crucifix, I'm gonna have the fastest count you've
Oh,
ever
you
seen.
son of a gun.
It's gonna be 1, 2, 3.
So I'm alone, huh? Me against the world. I'm taking it, dude. I'll take it.
Fight, Kevin, fight.
Fight me, fight. I got it. I think that's it. I think you can wrap it up. I got nothing else to say.
All right, everybody. This is the Botched Finish Podcast. Each and maybe every week we gather around this Xbox party for now, bring you all the wrestling stuff. If you like that, follow us on YouTube, which is bit.ly/botchedfinishyt. That is bit.ly/botchedfinishyt. If we have any, or follow us on Twitter at twitter.com/botchfinish and at Twitch at twitch.tv/botchedfinish. God damn it, stop it. You know what? Kevin, you're really botching this.
Oh, he said it. Oh, he said it again.
Okay. He did it. Oh my God.
That was the show.
Yeah. We may botch our show, but WWE botches theirs. See what I said?
Shake 'em
See
never
what I did?
ends.
See what I did? This week sucked.